Welcome back to the Dusty Survival Series on Farming Simulator 22. It's episode 25. It's August, and all I can say is, wow, we spent $250,000 last month. This is epic.
Computer guy, what do you want to do?
I've thought about every option, and I think we go for what we came up with first, option A. 2 big purchases and a couple of upgrades.
I'm glad you said that. Let's go and celebrate with a beer.
As always, Dusty, as always.
Hey, good to see y'all. It's August, and we got one hell of a busy month ahead of us. I ain't gonna stand around chatting like Computer Guy does. I'm just gonna jump straight in the combine and get all 2 arable fields harvested. You can come along for the ride if you like.
Hey, morning Dusty.
Morning, sleepyhead. We got a lot to get on with.
Indeed we do have, Dusty. Sorry, I was just having a last cup of coffee. I knew we were going to have a long day ahead. I need to make sure I'm fully fueled for all the work we've got on.
Yeah, see, now you're stood there talking to all those YouTube folk. I just want to get on.
Have you told the viewers what we purchased at the end of last month?
No, of course I ain't. I always leave that stuff to you.
But don't you think we ought to tell everyone? I'm sure they're going to be interested.
Actually, no, I don't. I think we should get on with these fields, and then we can show them ourselves once we're done. Let's get these crops in now.
Alrighty, boss. Well, you're in the vehicle, so you're calling the shots. I'm quite excited to let the news slip on what we purchased at the end of last month. I think all of you viewers are going to be very happy. I know Dusty and I did think quite long and hard about all the various options. When we had 96, 97 grand in the bank, things started to open up, but when we had nearly $250,000, that was a totally different story altogether. But Dusty's right, we do have to get this work done, so if he's going to be handling this field, I will go and get the Landini and the cultivator, and I shall get that oilseed radish chewed into the field in the middle, and then that'll be ready for getting prepped and I think seeded. Well, I whizzed around that field fairly quickly, and that is perfect timing because Dusty looks like, yeah, Dusty is also done. Brilliant. I need to go pick up the baler so we can bale all this straw. I've got the cultivator on the back, so I shall just drop that off here. Right, next job, baling. This field is historically a difficult one to harvest, and this is the reason why we wanted to get rid of the bison in favour of the New Holland. The bison just didn't have the power. We had to run her up the field and then harvest down, but as you can see, the New Holland's got all the grunt we need. It's not the fastest, I must admit, but it is doing it.
Yeah, she's got more power than the bison, but it's still a bit of a truck getting up this hill. Maybe in hindsight we shouldn't have put a field on such an incline.
Yeah, well, hindsight's a beautiful thing, Dusty, isn't it? A beautiful thing. Right, I have the windrower and I have the baler, so I'm going to collect up all of this straw, and hopefully by the time I've done this, Dusty may be finished with that other field as well. Right, let's get this thing unfolded and down, and away we go. Lovely job. Nice sunny day here today. Bright sunshine, August, piping hot weather. All these little bits of equipment really do make a difference to the farm. So now that I'm able to windrow and bale at the same time, that's made a big difference. I'm still very keen to pick up a bigger tedder, and that is something which is on the list of purchasables. I must admit, I've not been down to the shop in quite a while. We've just been dealing with life on the homestead, really. So I have no idea what deals we've missed or what deals are going on, and perhaps that's something I should have a look at later. I might give Klaus a call. Right, there's one of our bales, so I shall just come pick up this bit here. I tend to just set it on auto, it drops, then I come back round after and pick up the bits that I've missed. Otherwise you'll stop starting and stop starting. That's one of the beautiful things about the square balers, is that they will just drop as you move, and there's no reason for you to just keep going backwards and forwards all the time. Again, possibly another upgrade for the future. We are making lots of money with grass. One tiny little patch to pick up there, and I think I am done. Lovely, fantastic. Dusty's just coming down on the last strip, and this field is done. Have a quick check and see how much wheat we've got in the silo. While Dusty's just overloading this last bit of the crop into the silo, we'll jump in and have a quick look on the PDA in a minute and just see quite how much we've got in the silo. Not bad at all, nearly 10,000 litres of wheat, 9,888, and we've also got 4,500 litres of barley. Dusty's just picking up the last bits of straw here, baling them up, and then this field is done. We need to obviously do a bit of field care here. Perhaps a bit of ploughing, we need to check that. Certainly some cultivating, fertilising. I think we've got, we've got enough time to get some oilseed radish in here. Hello, we've got the bales are off. They are on a race down the hill, neatly parking themselves down by the barn. Automatic bale loading, love it. Oh, that's a brilliant job. Right, let's get hooked up and let's get this field tended to.
So when are we gonna tell everyone about our purchases last month?
Well, we'll do that soon enough, Dusty. I think we should get all the work done first.
Yeah, I agree with that, but at the same time, I'm pretty excited to see what everyone thinks.
Yeah, as am I, mate, as am I. Well, Dusty's just picking up the bale trailer so we can pick up those 4, 5, maybe 6 straw bales that we've created. And then, well, I don't actually know where we're going to store them. Actually, Dusty, just stick them in the barn.
Right on. That seems like a sensible place as any.
That's 3 from the bottom field, so I expect there to be maybe 3, perhaps 4 from the top field. Not too bad. 6 in total. Every little helps. Right, Dusty, get those stowed away over in the barn, and then we can think about getting some equipment onto these fields.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking too.
Some nice driving there, Dusty. That is tight. Just scraping through there. Beautiful driving, beautiful driving. I couldn't do that myself.
It takes years of practice, computer guy. You spend too long at the keyboard.
Yeah, fair comment, Dusty. Fair comment. Now that's not a bad stack there. So what have we got in the corner? Oh yeah, some grass bales for the animals as and when we need it. 3 pallets of eggs. 2 pallets of honey and a whole raft of lettuce. Now I know there's more lettuce and more honey to bring and stack in here. I'll deal with that shortly. But yeah, 6 bales of straw. Lovely job. Right, let's have a very quick look at where we are. Now, everything needs rolling on all 3 of our fields. I'm going to turn that off, not too bothered about that. Right, the lower and upper fields need lime. We can deal with that absolutely. And does anything need ploughing? No, that's good. So I think we lime, we cultivate, and then we seed with some oilseed radish. That way, next month, we should have a good stage of fertilisation. We can then drill, and yeah, we'll all be set for the next year's worth of crops. Fantastic.
This is when I wish we had a second tractor. You could be getting on with collecting all those pallets while I'm tending to the fields.
Yeah, you got a point there, Dusty. You do have a point. The thing is, tractors are not cheap.
Well, we got the Landini for a steal. Why don't we just buy another one?
We could, That's absolutely a good idea, but I just kind of feel like there's opportunity out there for something a bit different, maybe something a bit more powerful.
Yeah, I understand that.
Right, subsoiler, drill, sprayer. I can't remember where we left the spreader. Ah, there she is. Beautiful. Yeah, I remember putting it up here now. Okay, so let's get this hitched up and then we can get those fields tended to. It just reminds me as Dusty goes past our little spinny there on the right that we haven't done any logging for quite some time, and we will have to, otherwise we're going to find that our production chains through the sawmill and then onto the carpenters will slowly dry up. So that's something we can attend to, but right now we are in the thick of harvest season. It makes no sense to worry about that today. Just the right size spreader for the fields we've got up here. Just the right size.
We don't got a lot of line, computer guy. I only got 350 litres in here.
We're going to have to go and get some more from down the shop then, Dusty. That's a pain.
Yeah, it really is. However, that does mean we can tell everyone about what we did last month.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, yeah, let's take the opportunity. We'll take a break, go and pick up some lime, get some other provisions, and while we're down in town, we can talk to the viewer about what we spent all our money on last month.
Right, I'll see you down there, computer guy.
Okay, I'll see you down in a minute, Dusty. Right, while Dusty's doing that, I might as well get the header put back onto the header trailer. Keep things nice and tidy. We're going to be doing a lot of field work today, so we want to be able to move around without any hindrance. Right, leave me with this and I'll be back with you shortly. Well, here we are, Dusty, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen. So Dusty, do you want to give him the news or do you want me to do it?
Oh, shucks. It ain't really my style.
Go on, give it a go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I finally got my grandpappy's field back. Cost us $92,340 bucks, and I'd just like to thank y'all for watching and hitting that thumbs up button, hitting that subscribe button, and all that other weird computer stuff that you guys do. It really helps me out.
Oh, Dusty, you're like a pro.
And you know what, computer guy? I ain't got no clue what YouTube is.
You absolute legend. But, Dusty, you haven't told them the full story, have you?
No, I ain't. I saved back the best bit. What you're looking at right now is my grandpappy's field, right? But you look beyond that. What do you see?
Well, I'll join in on this, Dusty. I can see the grain mill.
Right. But it ain't just any old grain mill.
Why's that, Dusty?
Because that is my grain mill.
Oh, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. We went ahead and purchased the grain mill as well. We thought, why the hell not? We've got this field. We've got our 3 fields up the top. We've got a grain mill sat right next to it. Let's get that production chain working and start to create some flour.
Yeah, we went backwards and forwards making decisions which way to go. But I think this is the right way. I'm as happy as can be I got my grandpappy's field back. That means a lot to me, so thank y'all. And thank you, YouTube guy.
You're absolutely welcome, Dusty. Should we jump in your truck and go and have a look at the mill?
I thought you'd never ask. Well, there she is.
Yeah, she's big, isn't she? Quiet today, but that's because we haven't started operations yet. We've got a few of the guys and girls here. They're all getting things ready to get going. So as soon as we get this field behind us harvested, Dusty, we can get that straight into the silos and start our production chain.
Yeah, that's right. I think we just get on with it.
True, but there's still something else we need to show everyone, isn't there, Dusty?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, the first thing we got is a forklift. So there you go, YouTube guy. You said you wanted a forklift, and now you got one.
Brilliant, Dusty. I tell you what, loading on pallets is going to be a darn sight easier using this thing.
Yeah, I agree. And if we take a little stroll round the back, there's one last thing. We got ourselves a stone crusher.
We have indeed. So this is such a good idea. Dusty and I had a long think about this. This field behind us and all of the other predefined fields here in Erlengrat are very prone to big stones and flints. So I think getting this, crushing up those stones, creating our own lime is going to save us a bit of money in the long run. Not only that, we can sell that lime if we want to.
All we gotta do is hitch up a stone picker on the back of the Landini and bring a load of water down here, and we got another operation underway.
We've thought this through, haven't we, Dusty, my mate?
Absolutely. To be fair, we got through a fair few crates of beers in the process, but I think that makes my creative juices flow.
I think you're right, Dusty. It gets mine flowing as well. As you can see, Dusty and I are super excited about this. We have got our first proper, decent-sized field. And not only that, it was Dusty's grandpa's that was left to Dusty in the original will all those months ago. And I have to say, there is one last thing to show you all. One final piece of the puzzle that we've just discussed. And there she is. A stone crusher, and we got this at 50% off in the store, an absolute steal.
Yeah, this is gonna be great. In fact, YouTube guy, we don't even need to buy no lime. Let's get this field dealt with, and I'll just bring everything down. We can start crushing our own rocks and get our own lime. I reckon we'll have that done by the end of the day.
Yeah, Dusty, that's a brilliant idea. Don't know why I didn't even think about that. It's all just so new, my brain can't comprehend what the hell's going on. Okay, I'll leave that with you. Yes, we are underway for our big harvest. I've just grabbed the Landini here because I was thinking about putting the New Holland on the back of the trailer and hauling it down there because it's quicker than driving it down. But actually, we're going to need the subsoiler, we're going to need the drill, we're going to need the cultivator, everything we're going to need to work that field. I know we've not finished up here. I'm too excited about getting that crop in than I am worried about getting the fields tended to up this end. So I'm going to get the trailer loaded up, I'm going to get everything down to field 21, and we're going to start working. Okay, I've got everything loaded on. That took a bit of a while, but we're there. So what have we got? Subsoiler, the drill, the cultivator, a bulk bag of seed. I think that's it. So we'll take this down with the combine. I'll get Dusty in the combine. He can follow on behind, or vice versa. And yeah, let's get this field underway. Oh, I'm so excited. Right, Dusty is off. Let's follow in the Landini. Ah, it's always a joy to be out on the open road, full convoy of vehicles, heading down to do some proper work. This is a new experience for all of us because we've only ever worked our small fields, so having a decent sized combine and heading all the way down to do some work in a big field, oh, I'm really looking forward to it. Well, we're almost there. It's 2:30 in the afternoon. I think we'll get this in before sundown. We can worry about the other fields later on. If it's going to be a late night, it'll be a late night. Will he get round? It's quite tight there. I'm going to swing myself out here and come around with the trailer. Brilliant work. Here we are. Ah, well, this is it. Dusty's going to get hitched up. In fact, while he's doing this, I'm just going to quickly run back up and get the trailer from the farm, and then I can start carting while he's harvesting. Well, the first rule of headlands is go clockwise, so your pipe's always on the outside. And yeah, Dusty is underway on his grandfather's field, field 21. This is epic. doing another run. Dusty is coming up to capacity on the combine, but the thing I want to do just quickly is, rather than store everything in the silo that we harvested earlier today, I may as well get it in the back of the trailer and take it down and get the production trains at the mill underway. There we go, that's all the wheat we've got into the back of the class trailer. So I'm going to take this down to the mill. Oh, I'm excited, I really am. I genuinely feel like this is a massive milestone for Dusty, getting his field back and starting to do some harvest. It's taken 2 years to get to the stage where, yeah, we are harvesting a big field. But to be fair, there's been an awful lot of other stuff going on around the farm with animals, lots of landscaping, lots of silage. Oh, it's been fantastic. Absolutely love it. Right, I'll see you down there in a minute, everyone. Right, let's get over the pit and get this overloaded, and yes, then we can get production chain underway. Here we go. That's a full load going in there pretty much. Shows the difference between having a fully optimized field compared to our first season, where I think it was only about half a bin's worth. Excellent. Right, let's have a look at the production chain. So there we go, we have 9,852 litres of wheat in there. That production chain is active, so we are starting to output wheat flour. Brilliant, fantastic. 34 litres already storing. Haha. Right, we've got barley back in the silo at the homestead, and we're pulling in oats from this current field, so we're going to have all 3 crops in here, apart from sorghum. Oh, this is going to be brilliant. Right, I can see Dusty over the right hand side. Yeah, he's got his hazards on by the looks of it, and his pipe's out, so I'm a bit late. He's had to pull over, which is never optimal, but it's only a 2-man team. We can only do what we can do, so let me get alongside. He can unload this, and then next time I'll be available for a bit of active carting. Brilliant. Ah, oh, this is just so good. We finally made it, ladies and gentlemen. We are here on the big field doing proper works. This is what it's all been about. Right, I'll go get this tipped. Yeah, and then we'll have oats underway at the mill as well. Oh, we're going to be making so much flour. It just opens us up for probably the bakery next. We can make bread, and then we can get all the other ingredients such as butter and milk and sugar and start to make cakes. Oh, I think the route to that first million isn't that far away, ladies and gentlemen. I do feel like it's really getting closer and closer all of the time. Here we go, so the oats are going in. And there we go, 5,140 litres of oats. So that is also producing flour. That's a beautiful sight. Up in drone cam, watching Dusty do all the work. I will have to jump down back in the Landini in a minute just to make sure that he doesn't run out of space in the hopper. But it does feel like the very first time we can work as a team. There's no reason to do any carting up on those small fields. There just isn't enough space. And in all honesty, you can fit an entire field into the hopper of the New Holland TX35 anyway, so no point. But yes, that's a lovely view. Right, I think I'll best get out of drone cam, get back in the Landini, and start doing some work. Right, let's get alongside. Can't think how wide the pipe is. There we go. What a great team. Haha, here we are. Now we're farming. Now we're farming arable. Right, I'm picking up the windrower and I'm about to back up into the baler here. I want to get this underway. I think Dusty now has enough space in the hopper that he won't need me to cart. So I'll let him do that. I want to get this underway because, well, it's 4 already. I had underestimated the size of this field, so it's best just to, well, get going as quick as we can, to be honest. Whiz round here, get some bales created. We have to pick the bales up. Then we need to cultivate the field. I would love to get some oilseed radish in here before the day is out. We've also got the fields at the top. Worst case scenario, we don't do that and we just use some solid fertiliser, but it is nice to get it in if we can. Well, Dusty's finished. We're just going to get this load in. I'll tip it off at the mill and then we can get all the straw tidied up and have a think about whether or not we've got any time to do the fields. I think we have. It's going to be at least 3 hours till it's dark. So how did you find it, Dusty?
I really enjoyed myself. And I tell you what, it was real good to have you along for the ride. Working as a team makes a whole world of difference.
Yeah, don't it just, Dusty? I absolutely agree with that. It's more fun. I've really enjoyed today. Oh, it feels good to have this field. Anyway, let me get this offloaded and I'll see you back here shortly. So this is the last load going in. Oats straight in to the mill. Brilliant. I don't think we'll have to worry about the production chains for a while. I can see the bin going up there in the side mirrors. Right, we are done. We are tipped. What I'll do is I'll leave the trailer here and then go and pick up the baler and finish baling the straw. Right, I get myself hitched up. Can actually already see the stones on the field here. So yeah, need to go and pick up the stone picker in a minute. I think this field may need a plough, but we'll have a look at that. Ah, Dusty, well done chap, you're back. I've just finished baling up, so I'll get those bales moved off the field. The next thing is subsoiling.
Okay, I can do that.
Well, that's brilliant. Dusty's underway, so I'll get these bales off this field. As I said, I might try and use the forklift actually for that. That should be a nice quick job. We've got to get some fertiliser in. We've got a stone pick. Yeah, there's still a lot to do. This is really showing that a bigger plough here might be better. Right, I've just picked up the Manitou forklift here. Let's start picking up some of these. Open up the forks a bit. Drop that down. Hey, it's working. Brilliant job. Right, I shall just tip these off to the side. Get them out of Dusty's way. Yeah, this is proper teamwork. Here comes the second one. Yes, that's fine. I just pinch the forks together a bit. As long as I don't go whizzing around this field, it'll be absolutely fine. Brilliant stuff. Right, this is the last one. I think I've done a fairly good job of this, to be honest. Let's get this one on. Carefully. And there we go. That's not too bad at all. Thumbnail. Yep, great job by me. So this is the state of play at the minute on field 21. Dusty is subsoiling, in effect ploughing. That's churning up a whole bunch of rocks, so we'll need to get those picked up in a minute, and I think we'll do that after cultivating, because cultivating can also chew up even more. So the next job will be cultivating. Then we'll do the stone picking. Then we'll get some, I think, some radish in, if we can, if there's time. If we run out of time, no biggie. We'll just have to come down and fertilise, and then we can sow directly next month in September. And there we are, our first pallet of flour. Fantastic, we are farming. Well, I think Dusty is pretty much done there. He's on his last row. Looking good, I think. So I think the next job is cultivation.
Okay, I can do that straight away. I see you got the guys at the shop to deliver the stone picker. That's a great idea. Saves us having to drive over there to pick it up.
Yeah, I thought it made sense. There she is. The yellow machine. Brilliant. Can't wait to get a go on that. Oh, what do you think, Dusty? They're pretty big, aren't they?
Yeah, we gotta pick these up. We're gonna wreck the blades otherwise.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I still think we cultivate first, though.
Yeah, I just don't know. These are big enough to cause damage to the cultivator as well.
Well, your shout, Dusty. But we are running out of time. Dusty's off, and we're pushing to about 5:15 in the evening. The sun is slowly dropping in the sky. but I'm confident we'll get this done. So yeah, cultivating, then stone picking. I'm probably repeating myself a bit here, guys, but hey ho, we just want to make sure we're on track. Well, there we go. The flower production is well underway. While I'm in production chains, I wanted to go down to, where is our fabric? There we go. So our fabric, we are definitely out of wool. So I'm going to deal with that shortly while Dusty is finishing the field. But I think we want to change the output mode to distributing. So hopefully now that will distribute directly into our tailors. Yeah, that fabric is low. Okay, I'm going to jump in the van and I'm going to head all the way up to the homestead, pick up the wool that we have available and bring that back. By the time I've done that, Dusty maybe would have finished cultivating that field. My goodness, I cannot imagine anyone walked away from that alive. That is a horrific accident. Nope, he's dead. And he's dead. Well, there's a pile of mangled vehicles and a load of dead people. Sadly, I haven't got time for that. I've got to get some wool picked up. Okie dokie, I'm here. Let me load in all the wool and get it down to the spinnery. I've got 3 pallets on, so that's good news. Right, looking good. Let's get this door open. That door open. Straps off. And loaded in. Brilliant. Right, let's go pick up what's here, because the rest from now on should just get transported directly over to the tailors without us having to worry about it. Because now we've got an awful lot more to worry about on a day-to-day basis than we ever did before. Wonderful job. Right, straps are on. Let's close these doors. And we're off. What a brilliant day. We have been so busy. Can't believe how much we've got on. Oh, it's great to have another production chain, and it opens up even more doors. As I said before, I think that opens up the doors for potentially getting a bakery set up. There we go. Let's get the doors open, and there's the fabric going in. Right, get those doors closed, and we are done. So we're looking strong on the production chains now. We've got 2,900, nearly 3,000 litres of wool, and that's all good. That's distributing to the tailors. Actually, while we're here, let's have a look at wooden planks, and I think we might as well get those to distribute as well, straight to the carpenters. Although, to be fair, there is plenty in terms of carpentry there.
I'm all done, computer guy. I'm gonna hitch up the stone picker and get all those rocks picked.
Thanks, Dusty. You're our absolute diamond.
Yeah, I know I am.
What time is it, Dusty?
It's about 5:15. We'll get this done, no problem, computer guy.
Dusty's done that field, brilliant job. And he's just going to unload this last bit. He's got about 30% in there. Not too bad, a quick run up to the homestead to pick up the spreader. So we just need to get some water into the crusher, and then we can start to generate our own lime. That's a mini production chain all of its own. It's 6:15. Dusty's been up and back again to get the Bowser. I think we're going to have to come up with some sort of long-term plan for how this is going to work. But Dusty, you might need to move the stone picker there. But if we can get some water into the stone crusher, then we can get some lime out fairly sharpish. Hopefully, we can get this field limed and seeded by the end of the day. The sun is setting. That looks good. Oh, and we got water in, and the crusher is operational. Let's get this thing working. Activate. We've got stones, we've got water, and we are producing lime. Oh, I love these production chains. Right, we are virtually self-sufficient now. All we need is some way of making our own seeds, and we are laughing. And there we are, viewers, we have a full hopper of lime, and Dusty's going to start liming this field, and it didn't cost us anything apart from the diesel to get the water down here from the homestead. The rocks were free, and obviously now we can start to get this field spreaded. Well, you can see what Dusty's done so far. A couple of patches, but that's not a problem. You can come back over that at the end. So we've got about a third of the field left to do here. I'm having the absolute time of my life. Dusty, how you feeling?
I'm feeling real good, computer guy. Real good. Buying back my old grandpappy's field was the best thing we ever could have done. Now it feels like a proper operation.
Well, that is one field thoroughly limed.
You want to get first stage of fertilization on, don't you?
Oh yeah, I do, Dusty, yeah, if possible. Although that can wait till next month if needed. Well, no messing with Dusty. He's been down to the store, it's literally just down the road, as he reminded me, and filled up with some fertiliser, so we're all good. We can just fertilise this field and we are done. Ladies and gentlemen, that makes me very, very happy. Well, it's been ploughed and cultivated, it's been picked, and it's been limed and finally fertilised. But what a fantastic month we've had. Dusty's got his field back. We've got a new production chain in the form of the mill. We've got a new production chain in the form of lime. We are fully operational. Thank you so much for joining me and Dusty again on this long adventure. I hope you liked this episode. Give the video a like, a thumbs up if you did. It really helps push the content out to people who haven't yet stumbled across it. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that would enjoy this. I enjoy making it. I even enjoy watching it back after I've actually pushed it out onto YouTube, so it must be good. Even if I say so myself. Thank you once again. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.